Hi, sixth graders. This video is going to show you what you need in your workspace every day so that you will be prepared and ready to work in classes. So a huge part of being a successful junior high student is setting yourself up so that you will stay engaged and you will participate. And to do that, you are going to need a neat, organized, functional workspace. This is going to be your office. You need to find a place where you won't be distracted by siblings and other activities that are happening around your house. And trust me, I had 5 people working from home in the spring, so I know this can be difficult for some of you. But do your best, because unlike some classes at the end of the year, this year, hanging out in your pajamas, reclining on your bed is not going to be an option for Zoom classes. So you need to find your space, set it up, and be ready. So I'm going to click around this room to show you some of the items that you're going to need in your home workspace. So let's start here. Your workspace is for work, right? You're not going to be using your bed, but you don't necessarily have to have a desk. You could use a small table, a dresser, a stack of crates. You're going to find what's best for you. If, say, you want to stand for a class, that's absolutely fine. Find a surface that's high enough that you can stand and work as you're standing. For some of you, sitting through the Zoom after Zoom is going to be difficult. So you might want to find a space where you can stand for at least some of them. Okay, so when you are sitting, you want to be comfortable. So make sure you have a chair that is going to allow you to sit comfortably, but also stay sitting upright and focus. You don't want a big lounge chair, but you want a chair that's going to help you sit and focus. Okay, computer. This is super important. You need a computer, a Chromebook, a tablet that is fully functional, connects to the internet, allows you to participate fully in Zoom classes. Ideally, you have a device that's going to allow you to split screen, because there are times when you might be wanting to take notes on an interactive notebook at the same time as you are focusing on a lesson. So that would be the ideal. But make sure that you have full internet connectivity and that it's fully functional. Your device is fully functional to work with all the Google tools that you need for classwork and assignments. What goes with the computer is the power cord. Your computer or device must be fully charged, and you're going to be using it a lot. So if you have it plugged in, or at least close to an outlet, if you start to lose power, you are in good shape. You do not want to lose power in the middle of a Zoom when you are really trying to get a lesson in person. So make sure you have that power cord nearby. Supplies, you've got to have all your supplies nearby in one place. Now, when we're in the physical classroom, you will have a pencil pouch or a pencil case that you take from class to class with all your supplies. Here, you have the benefit of just having them in this one space, but you want to make sure they are right there and that you have them. Especially for math classes, you want that ruler, you want a protractor, you want a compass, whatever it is that you're going to need for that class, you want it nearby, ready to use. No running back and forth to go get stuff. This should be set up from day one. And along with that, you should know that your textbooks and notebooks for each class should also be readily available to you. So in morning meetings, we will go over the schedule for each day. This will also be posted on Google Classroom, but you should look ahead. So what am I going to need? What is my schedule? Which classes do I have next? So when you see that schedule, when we go over it, you're going to pull the books that you need. Okay, I'm going to have social studies and then science, and then I'm going to have literature, so I need this book, and this book. So you're going to have them already near you when the Zooms start, so that you don't have to go back and forth to go fetch things during Zoom classes. Have them ready in your workspace. Okay, this is super important. You can't be on the Zooms on time if you're not keeping track of time, so you need a clock. Some of you might want to use a phone or another device, but if you have a phone, you can set alerts to remind you, oh, it's time for me, 5 minutes before my Zoom, I need to be there, I need to start checking in now. So make sure you're using your clock or your device wisely so that it's helping you be successful and be in your Zooms on time. And calendar. This is super important too. So you can see you have two options. One is a physical agenda and one is a calendar. I can tell you right now that Google Classroom has a calendar that's going to keep track of all your assignments in that one place, and we'll go over this in the Zoom, but you should be checking that regularly so you can see your assignments and due dates for all different classes in that calendar. It is not a substitute for your physical agenda. Some of you, especially since you're working from home, if you could hang a whiteboard or something and, write down assignments due on a whiteboard calendar, that might work better for some of you than this physical agenda. For others of you, the physical agenda will be fantastic, but get in the habit of writing your assignments down. It helps you take ownership of them, and it helps you keep track of assignments in a way that's going to help you take ownership of them, whereas Google Classroom just feeds you what the teacher is telling you, but this way you are processing it and understanding it. So the physical agenda is going to be super helpful to you. Okay, the last thing in the room is a set of curtains, and this is if you're in a super bright space or there's a lot of distractions happening right outside your window, you might want to close the curtains or hang something over them just so that you stay focused on what you're doing. That is just about it. So I can't wait to see you guys in class. Make sure you have all of this stuff set up in your workspace from day one, and we'll talk about it again when we get started, but I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in the Zooms. Take care.